So it's a team I kind of feel comfortable with. We all know how we work. It would, I suppose, to change now. I'm not saying I would never ever change, because you should never say that. But it'd be like walking out on your family, because that's what it's become.
Adrian Newey once described leaving Red Bull as walking out on your family, but that's exactly what he did when he formally informed the team of his decision to quit. Today, we can report to you that Red Bull has accepted his resignation, and an official announcement is imminent. While the reasons Newey gave are all still unknown, close sources said he had pointed out his deteriorating relationship with Horner following the sex scandal as one of his reasons. Horner had appeared unbothered if Newey quits. He once said that any driver or designer who is not happy may leave. Horner believes that the duo of Pierre Wache and Enrico Balbo can cover up the ground left by Newey, as Red Bull sources claimed that Newey hardly ever contributed to the RB19 and RB20. The biggest obstacle that interested teams will face is that Red Bull is expected to enforce a gardening leave on the designer. The man knows too much, and the standard practice would be a 12-month period where he cannot work for another team. However, interested teams are aware of this possibility, and they are mostly concerned about his impact when the 2026 regulation kicks in. Newey is still a genius, and still in high demand. And we can tell you on good authority that 3 teams have submitted 3 unique proposals for his signature. But if you stay long enough, we will reveal a 4th possibility that could well be the last time we are all going to see the genius designer on the paddock. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification. Welcome to Front Lockout. The 4 possibilities in front of Newey. We will start off with a mammoth offer from Ferrari. Of all the engines currently on the grid, the Ferrari engine is the only one the designer has never worked with. His title-winning 1998 McLaren was powered by a Mercedes V10. He worked with a Renault engine when he first joined Red Bull in 2006. And of course, he has conquered the ground effect era with the Honda engine. He has achieved everything in the sport, but not in a Ferrari. This makes the move to Ferrari all the more important, because if he could win a title with an engine from Maranello, Newey would have truly come full circle. The man also admires Ferrari, admitting that Ferrari is a legendary brand. Reports from Italy said that Ferrari wants to make him a super consultant with a lot of freedom. This is a similar way Ferrari has kept 80-year-old Rory Byrne on their books to this day. Initially hired in 1996, the Maranello team had not let him retire and has kept him as a consultant till at least 2025. Italian publication Gazzetta dello Sport said that Ferrari has offered him a €100 million deal over 4 years. By contrast, he is said to be earning €10 million at Red Bull. While his real Red Bull salary would increase based on performance, it is also believed that the €25 million per year Ferrari is offering him will also have bonuses attached. While he might not really be motivated by money, a lot of money will certainly help to sweeten the deal, and John Elkann is not leaving anything to chance. The only sticking point in the Ferrari move is that Newey has never worked outside of the UK and would very well prefer to keep it that way. His next option is with Mercedes. Unlike Ferrari, the Mercedes factory is located in the UK, and Toto Wolff has sounded it out that he would like to bring in the only man who understands the ground effect design. Mercedes, a team that dominated the turbo hybrid era, has been shambolic in handling the new regulation, with Hamilton describing the W15 as undrivable. The issue is that everything is usually fine in the simulation, only for the car to behave in a completely different way on the track. Toto Wolff is expected to have a meeting with Verstappen's representatives over the Miami GP, and if he is also able to snap up Newey, then that will help put the Dutchman at ease, as he now knows that surely Mercedes will be able to give him a great car. It is also reported that there is a 3rd team in the mix. Lawrence Stroll is believed to have offered Newey a salary on a similar level to what the best paid drivers earn. The figure is believed to be around 50 million, and at Aston Martin, money is never a problem. Saudi Aramco, a company with a $2 trillion valuation, owns 20% of Aston Martin, and the Arabs have indicated they would be willing to write the check to bring in the star designer. Their driver, Fernando Alonso, has hinted that the team is the most ambitious team on the grid, and he knows exactly what he's talking about. The team will offer Newey the keys to their new factory should he decide to join, and this move will finally offer the Brit a chance to work with Fernando Alonso. He has always dreamt of working with the Spaniard. A move to Aston Martin is very enticing to Newey on 2 levels. Newey knows better than anyone that he may design the best car in the world, but if the engine is not good enough, then his work is a waste. He knows this firsthand from his early days at Red Bull, when the Renault engine wasn't competitive and Renault didn't seem bothered. Honda, the supplier that has given him the most peace of mind in his career, will be ditching Red Bull for Aston Martin, and Newey knows his life will be much more straightforward going to Aston Martin. And if you add the fact that the Aston Martin factory is a mere 30-minute drive from his Red Bull office in Milton Keynes, then you can see how much this makes perfect sense. However, there is a 4th possibility in this transfer. That possibility is that Newey could decide to retire from the sport altogether and focus on the simpler things of life. We would like to hear your comments on this one. This is Front Lockout, signing off.